All right, so this is for my YouTube family. This part, I'm about to prepare for my live reading that I'm about to do. I like to do over on Facebook. So give me a minute. That's so funny. Oh, hey, Spiderweb. I hate to break y'all. Hate to bother you, but all right. I'm about to roll my astrological die to talk about. This is going to give us or this is going to start us off with the astrology portion of the reading today for the general energetic messages. I have the number 2, which can indicate the second house. It can also indicate, let me get that away. What was I going to say? The second house, it can indicate the second as far as a date. The number 2 in numerology, a number 2 life path for some people. The concept about decision making, balance, indecisiveness, partnership, things like that. So Libra energy is here for me with that, and also Gemini. Okay, I've got Uranus coming out and Leo. So I don't exactly know where the planets and stuff are right now. I think I can look that up. Give me a minute. So the Uranus could be the energy that's in Leo, or Leo could be in somebody's second house, or a part of how the second house energy shows up for some people. So second house deals with ownership. It can deal with how we make money. It can deal with how we acquire property to ourselves and the things that we value. Okay. And how we like to show what our value is and what we value. All right, so let's look up. Shh, this is not for you. Not for you. Like all you had to do was sit right here by Annie, and you would have been in the video. You should have just asked Grandma to get you a seat. Just saying. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all my niece. Step back like this. Say hey. You gotta say hey, mommy. There we go. Let me put it down a little bit more on you. Okay, there she go. That's Lolo. Okay, Lolo. Let me see if I can pull this so you can sit on this, cause I don't want you standing up there. Ooh, ooh, this ottoman is about to move me. Okay, Lolo, get ready to sit. Get up there and sit down. And hopefully I can scoot over enough so she can get in the shawl. I'm gonna have to turn it this way so y'all can see her, cause she making her little debut on my channel. There she goes. Okay. All right. So the current chart, the sun is in Taurus, the moon is in Sagittarius. Okay. I want to just start telling y'all that Mercury retrograde, according to at least to tropical astrology, will be happening around 7/17/25, so July 17th. Give me a minute, y'all. Let me go spit. Ooh, a mosquito probably just bit me, but it also just died. So that was its last supper. No, no, no. Don't push that. Get up here. They can see you, girl. Get up here. Okay. I was telling y'all that Mercury retrograde is set to start July 17th of this year, and it'll go through August 11th. Keep in mind that there's sometimes, depending on your sign, like if you're a water sign, like Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, sometimes you guys can feel these energies for weeks before they come in, okay, officially. And so there's already said to be a 2 or 3 week shadow period before every planetary shift anyway, as far as I know. So keep that in mind. And for those who are water signs, you might feel this 4 weeks in advance, like a whole 2 weeks before the 2 weeks of the shadow. And I'm saying that as a Mercury Cancer, okay, which is a water sign. Anyways, let's keep it pushing. So I'm gonna tap into the current chart and I'm gonna go look for these things that populated in the die. So starting off with the second house, what's in the second house as of now? So the second house is empty right now as far as aspects, like there are no planets in the second house that I know of. So I know one of the understandings and the downloads that I got about when there is an empty second house, as far as like no existential planets or signs, zodiac signs influencing it, that's different. So, for example, since Taurus tends to rule the second house naturally, a planet like Mars, which deals with Aries and or Scorpio, would influence that house in a certain way. And if the zodiac sign that maybe that Mars was in, if it was in, say, Cancer, okay, then that Cancer sign will also have to be incorporated into the understanding that we get about the second house, because it would be at that point the ruler of the second house. So it'll have more influence even than the Taurus energy, okay? That's possible. That's an understanding that I have. When it is empty, though, when it's empty, then that means that the Taurian energy and all the systems and scenarios that Taurus dominates and rules, and that second house dominates and rules, that is going to be prevalent. It's going to be very strong, and it's unencumbered by any other energy or any other sign. Okay, hope that makes sense. Moving on. So that makes sense about the part of fortune increase of the last reading that I did. If you have not seen my live replay from Facebook, I forgot what I called it, but it's a general energetic message, or GEM. Long story short, in that reading, the part of fortune increase card. Wait a minute, is that the truth or is that the reading that I just did? I'm tripping. Am I tripping? This reading, I think, is still going up. I haven't even put it up yet, okay? So I'll have to wait. But in that reading, the part of fortune increase card came up, and the part of fortune in astrology deals with flow and ease and minimal challenges and blockages, okay? So that's the energy that I feel is being described right now by me talking about the second house right now, with no planets and no other zodiac signs there. So the way that you guys get money, recognizing what you value, how you bring value to other people, and how and what you think is valuable and how you get that to yourself. These are the things that are going to be receiving a lot of ease here, a lot of flow. So if some of you guys were trying to figure out how you were going to acquire more, or even if it's in regards just to a job, to work, to bring in income and provision for yourself, this is also this is also Emperor and Empress energy with the second house. So some of you guys could be taking control of your finances for the first time, or for the first time in a very long time, in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you get a job, secure one. And even though Taurus energy is slow moving, I feel like this is still going to happen quickly, okay? It may have taken years for you to get to this place to where you feel confident in your abilities in something, or your ability to pick up things quickly and move efficiently through that work. It may have taken you a while to get there into that belief of yourself, but you are here now, and yeah, it's coming for you, okay? It's here for you. All right, so let's move on. That was the second house, nothing there. So some of you guys can expect to like I said, interview for positions and get it. If you are an entrepreneur, you're going to see maybe an increase or an uptick in your store sales or in opportunities to generate more income for yourself. Okay. Um, for some of us, this means actually acquiring property, moving into a different space, into a home that's more in alignment with maybe where Taurus shows up in your chart or even in your second house. Okay. Now, so the next die was the Uranus sign, so I have to look for that. The Uranus sign is, listen to this, guys, get this. Uranus is in the sign of Taurus in the 12th house. So I don't know what that means as of yet, but intuitively speaking, there could be some form of shocking, revelatory, or life altering either information or life altering experiences that some of us are about to receive or embark upon or come through, that is going to spark some form of genius, I think, into us. For others of you, somebody could go what people think are insane. It just depends, on people's perspective on the vision that's coming to life. Oh, let's see. I feel like this could be hidden. Like there right now, it's in the ethers. It's in the spirit realm over hovering over you. So a lot of people are about to experience something really dramatic and shocking. I just heard earth shattering in the department of the second house energy or the Taurus energy. Okay. So, and that could be good. Like, I feel more of a good vibe more than anything, but of course that could still show up for other people and in negative ways or perceived negative ways. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a transfer of wealth. Like, okay, like I would not be surprised if something happens with the money. And that's on a governmental level and trickling down to all of us. And this is something, if you ask me, that the spirit is overseeing. The spirits, the ancestors, they're overseeing this. Moving on. That's where Uranus is. So Uranus is in the sign of Taurus in the 12th house. 12th house deals with self-sacrifice, self-sabotage sometimes, but it can also deal with surrender and where you go for your soul to both die and be reborn again. Okay? To make it to its next destination, its next appointment, right? It's the house of mysticism and spirituality, okay? Taurus is also dealing with the Hierophant when it comes to tarot. So with that being said, the Hierophant is a spiritual powerhouse, a spiritual leader, right? So that's also where and how this blow up, if you will, this overnight success, I feel, for some of us who have these, who are dealing with this Taurian-like energy, whether it's about work, entrepreneurship, abundance, like how we provide for ourselves, whatever the case is, we're going to see some never, I feel like, seen before, very innovative changes in wherever that Taurus energy is showing up for us and wherever that second house energy is showing up for us. That's what I'm getting intuitively right now from the Uranus and Taurus and in the 12th house. I also feel like we've got to remember the 12th house, the zodiac sign connected to that is Pisces, and Pisces is compassionate. They are also a healer, a spiritual healer, if you will. And so a lot of the healing modalities are going to, some of us could see an uptick in ease and flow of people retaining our services, okay? You being known to be reliable, you being known to be precise, you being known to perform well, okay? That's what this, to me, Uranus and Taurus energy is about in the house of the 12th house. This is for the mystics. This is for my healers, for those who feel everything so deeply, those who could have been at some point struggling in this department of work and finances and career and ownership, like having what you need and in abundance, those who may have been flailing in life in that way, or the flow has been trickling in. Now it's about to flow in an abundance. Okay, so good news, congratulations. It's like you're being set up so that you can continue to be of service. Okay, that's not working against you now. All right, so from the Uranus energy, we're looking for the sign of Leo. And I did see that. And I saw that over here in the third house, Mars is in the sign of Leo. So for some reason, this is making, okay, Mars deals with how we show power, how we show authority, how we make things happen. Okay. And maybe even get recognized for that, for making those things happen. Mars is also about what we attract to us, how we are showing up attractively. And so with it being in Leo, Mars can also deal with sexual attraction and lust. Okay, but quick moving energy. And it can deal with like things like rage and jealousy and sexuality and things like that. So yeah, with it being in Leo, I feel like there's some type of hold on, communications that some of us are going to receive, maybe in regard to someone who has Leo in their chart specifically, or just the energy of Leo showing up. And I feel like this would be in a somewhat immature way, a very raw, real in your face kind of way, blunt energy. Okay, but the way that some of us are going to be showing up, how we're going to be getting accomplished the things that we are desiring to get accomplished, is going to come through Leo-like qualities. So, being very expressive, being talked about, having your information or things show up publicly, being in the spotlight for a moment or for a long while. It just depends. People being in a place of influence, magnetism, okay? But also on the flip side, it can be being in a place of being very egotistical, self-centered, self-serving type of energy. And I mean it in a in its negative connotation, because those could also, everything has a positive. So boom. Also, the performing arts could be significant, okay? Mars being in Leo, receiving opportunities in regards to perform through the arts, the creative arts, might be significant. And also children, Leo can rule the sign of children, or the fifth house deals with children, which is the house that Leo rules over naturally in Western astrology. So this could also have something to do with children. Some of you guys could engage in activity that produces children. Just depends. Or this is more like, this could have also something to do with the inner child. Okay? So that's what I'm getting from Mars intuitively in Leo. But it's in the third house. So third house is, for me, it's my telecommunications and it's my mass communication. So any way that even spirit deals with you and talks to you, somehow it could be significant in regards to this Leo energy that we just described. The heart chakra is important too with Leo. And the heart, as far as in the body, is important with Leo. Fiery energy in the heart center. Somebody's heart could be ignited in both a positive connotation of that word and a negative. Ooh, I don't want to I hear somebody's heart could explode. I don't know what the hell that's about, and I'm not wishing that on anyone. Okay. In other ways, this is somebody's heart being restarted quickly. And I also feel like that in a physical sense, but also in a figurative sense. Like someone could express feelings of romance or desire, or even a desire for commitment. Okay? This could be telepathic communication, or this could actually come through. Moving on. Those are the only three I'm going to talk about, because that's what came up in the reading. Oh, and it is, I want to say, let me see what this Mars is. So it's 12 degrees. 12 degrees Leo. So I'll have to look into that a little bit more, and I'll try to come back and do what I like to call a pretty planetary report, where I'll touch on just these three things, the degrees, what they can really mean, go in depth, okay? So without further ado, let me move on. That was a lot. The moon is currently in Sagittarius, which is about faith, optimism, religion, philosophy, being a diplomat, travel, like internationally. So anyway, let's hop into this reading. I don't know what's gonna come out. This is the background. At the bottom of the deck, I see desire. This always reminds me of the Mercedes symbol. Like, even though this also looks like a bow and arrow, it is a bow and arrow. For some reason, this also reminds me of the Mercedes symbol. So some of you guys could have an affinity with the Mercedes brand, okay? That definitely resonates with me. There are 4 cards that came out of this one.
Stop hitting him.
Worthiness, awakening, celestial alignment, and truth. Oh, this is so amazing. This is so amazing. So amazing. What a beautiful message already. What a beautiful message already. Man, the message that I got yesterday, that download that I got yesterday, I almost wish I had recorded it. I was talking to my brother's current girlfriend and the mother of his children, who we see as my sister. Already, that's my sister. All in all, I was getting so many downloads yesterday about the shift that has already taken place in the energy that is literally putting myself and other people who are like me in this position of authority, in a position of having wealth, money, our needs met in that way, and being able to really live a lifestyle that is in alignment with the energy that we carry. It's amazing. It is amazing. I'm happy for it. Yeah, there are some things that I've been holding on to and manifesting that are about to come into my reality. It's been present for a while. I've been holding space for it for a few years. And I feel like my spirit team just informed me for sure yesterday, like that it's been coming in, but they informed me yesterday that it's here. So I'm seeing a lot of 4s. Oh my God. I see 4, 4, 4, 4 in this deck. And they're different numbers. I also see the numbers 41 and 14. Okay. That's a number 5. If you add those numbers together, the number 40 is still 4. And the number 34 is 7. So, I am seeing
all that noise not necessary.
5, 4, and 7, right? And then I'm also seeing the number 10 because I have 2 numbers that if I add them together, I have 2 cards that have this 41 or 14 on them. So still both ending in 5, 5 and 5 together is the number 10, which also breaks down to 1 plus 0, which is the number 1. New beginnings, probably as it pertains to our public recognition, our career, a new beginning in some shape or form. I love this for us. I really do. I really do. I'm not going to do the actual reading though, so let me chill out because I got to save that for my other video. This is the behind the scenes footage. All right, so that was that. That's what I was led to do with First Energy. Thank you, Spirit, for already being super high here and giving us the messages that we need to know. I got 3 cards from the Black Moon Astrology deck. They are Venus Love. They are Capricorn I use. So Venus and Capricorn could be showed up here. Or in Taurus, or in Leo, even Aquarius. I have the Part of Fortune Increase card coming out. Okay, so another understanding that I could be getting basically initially right now is that the flow for those who are going to resonate with this particular reading, the challenges being lifted, where things are now going to flow a bit more easier, smoother, what have you, in a way that there's progress being shown, could be in the Department of Love. Love and finances. Because that Capricorn energy is here. 10th house. At the bottom of the deck, the Aquarius, I know card came out. That's that Uranus energy. That's the Uranus energy showing up. It deals with groups of people, friends. All right, let's pull from the tarot, which is going to give us more of our details. Thank you, Spirit, for this. The Queen of Materials, that's the Queen of Pentacles in traditional tarot. Hold on. I got to rearrange my stuff. Okay, this is right. This is technically not going to be right. All right, give us more messages from this deck, Spirit, in regards to more details about this reading. All right, I'm done. I ain't going to pull no more because it's a whole hell of a lot of cards. Oh, I feel like they only came out because they were stuck together, y'all. I'm going to just take it. Hanged Muse, which is the equivalent to the Hanged Man. Let's see. 10 of Voices, which to me gives the 10 of Swords energy. Four of Inspiration,
Leave her alone.
which is the Four of Cups. And this one, in the reverse, it is the Three of Voices. The Three of Swords is in reverse now? Cool. Like that energy. Okay, so it feels kind of like...
What did I say?
After something comes... After there's... Okay. 10 of Swords can deal with betrayal and also bittersweet information, bittersweet thoughts. Bittersweet endings that happen that we were aware were going to happen, or we knew that it was necessary, but we may have prolonged it, or... Be quiet, Lolo. It may have, we may have drug it out. For whatever our reason was, we drug it out. We just didn't want it to end for some reason. It hurt. The thought of it ending hurt really bad. It was unbearable. But eventually this probably ends. And then there's the new beginning that starts, whether it's within the same connection or whether it's a brand new connection. At the bottom of the deck, I see the Nine of Emotions here, which is the equivalent to the Nine of Cups. This is all about being content within yourself, knowing spiritually, energetically that you have everything you want and need. That is more desire energy. So heavy on the manifestation here, yeah? Right. If there is a yes or no question connected somehow to this reading or that may come up and out, the answer could very well be yes. Somebody gonna say yes in some way, shape, or form. That has been me preparing for the reading. Thank you for watching. Bye, and subscribing. Bye.